Hello, and welcome to Defensive Driver Training. I'm Dan Trojanowski, Transportation Safety Consultant from Northern California. Today's training will give you an overview of tools and skills needed to reduce your probability of being in a collision, regardless if it was preventable or whether or not you were at fault. Follow along as we review some characteristics of a few different vehicles, benefits of being safe, and the 5 principles of defensive driving. Use your eyes. Have a 360-degree circle of awareness. Anticipate the actions of others. Have an escape plan. And communicate your intentions. Utilizing these techniques, you will be able to recognize and improve your driving skills, increasing safety for yourself, your passengers, and your family. Also, it should prevent you from meeting others by accident. I also have a special guest with me today. Welcome. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Hi, my name is Gabriela Pacheco, and I am a transit assistant at CalVans, and I've been here for 5 years.
Gabriela, can you tell me why putting together this training is so important to you and your organization?
CalVans is dedicated to the safety of not only the drivers, but the passengers and the local communities.
And how does CalVans help cultivate this environment?
CalVans provides clean and safe vehicles for you to use, so if you experience anything different, please let us know.
Why is vehicle safety so important to CalVans?
To keep our customers safe and to keep the costs low.
And what are the most common collisions you see when driving CalVans vehicles?
Rear-end collisions and getting rear-ended.
Welcome to Defensive Driving Training for Passenger Vehicles. In this video, you will learn about 5 basic strategies, tips, and tricks to reduce collisions, stress, and wear and tear on your vehicle. Each death that occurs on the nation's highways is accompanied by a chain of events we call the safety pyramid. For each fatality, there are approximately 69 injuries, 165 collisions, 291 vehicles involved, 1,848 citations issued, and $9,253,252 spent. Can you imagine how many unsafe acts and near misses that have happened that are not reported? In 2017, the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, or the NHTSA, reported that highway fatalities are down 2% year over year. But sadly, 37,133 people lost their lives on our nation's roadways. Applying the safety pyramid to the number of fatalities in 2017, you can guesstimate approximately 2,562,177 injuries occurred. 6,126,945 collisions, 10,805,703 vehicles, and 68,621,784 tickets were written. A total of $343.6 billion were spent. It is unfathomable to even try to report an accurate number of near misses and unsafe acts that have happened on our nation's highways. The benefits of driving defensively are reduced collision potential, reduced fuel consumption, reduced maintenance costs, lower insurance expenses, and reduced anxiety and stress. Use your eyes. When traveling down the roadway, look ahead to where you will be in approximately 12 to 15 seconds, usually a stoplight or two ahead. Concentrating your vision higher in the distance will enable you to see in front of you and what's coming down the road. If you aim high in your field of vision, you can see low. 360-degree circle of awareness. To achieve a 360-degree circle of awareness around your vehicle, you will need to keep your head on a swivel while anticipating the actions of others. To help achieve this, check one mirror every 5 to 8 seconds. Don't forget to execute this task while backing, or even when your vehicle is stopped. You never know when somebody may be coming up behind you. Checking your mirrors will help you lower the chance that a vehicle may be in your blind spot as you travel down the highway. Notice the large blind spots in the illustration. This is for a small car. When you climb into a larger vehicle, such as a van or pickup, the blind spots are even greater. Many collisions are caused by trying to retrieve items that have fallen and you're taking your eyes off the road. Secure all your belongings before starting your trip. Reduce potential distractions by securing all food, beverages, purses, backpacks, cell phones, etc. before heading onto the roadway. Never text and drive. Using a handheld mobile phone while driving a vehicle can result in hefty fines not covered by your employer. Be on the lookout. Our roads today are filled with plenty of distractions. From video billboards to unruly pedestrians and bicyclists, losing sight of a relevant object can have catastrophic consequences. Don't stare at any one object for more than 2 seconds. Watch for cyclists and pedestrians that may be in your blind spots. Escape plan. Can you identify what the required following distance for a passenger vehicle is? 4-second following distance between you and the vehicle in front of you during daylight hours with good visibility and weather conditions is the ideal distance to travel down the roadway. Allow a minimum of 4 seconds following distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. Count from when the vehicle in front of you reaches a stationary object on the side of the road until your vehicle reaches that same object. That is your following distance. The faster you go, the longer to slow. Larger, heavier vehicles will take longer to stop than the average automobile. If you are driving a large vehicle, such as a van, SUV, or pickup, adjust your speed and space between you and the vehicle in front of you accordingly. You need to maintain a good following distance that will help you avoid hard braking and possibly causing a rollover, rear-end collision, or similar collision. Communication. Whether traveling down the roadway, making a right-hand turn, or backing, give a light tap on the horn and a friendly 5-finger wave to alert those that are potentially coming into your path. Remember to always make eye contact. Make them see you. Use your horn and/or signals to appropriately warn others, i.e., drivers, pedestrians, and bicyclists. Intersections. When you're approaching an intersection where you know you're going to come to a complete stop, leave one car length in front of you and the vehicle in front of you. When you're stopped at that traffic control device, did you know it will take approximately 2 seconds for every vehicle in front of you before you will be able to get moving when the light turns green? Count it next time you're at a stoplight. Remember, your light is not green until the brake lights of the vehicle in front of you go out. Then you may proceed. Scan every intersection before entering, checking left, right, and then left again. Why do we check left first? Easy. That's the first vehicle that is going to hit you if you pull out in front of them. Giving that extra 2 seconds before proceeding through an intersection gives a little extra cushion of time to plan for those that do not stop or have mistimed a yellow light. A stale green light is a light that has been green from the first time that you have seen it. Be cautious at intersections with a stale green light. You may have to unexpectedly take evasive maneuvers such as hitting your brakes. Parking. When traveling down the roadway next to parked vehicles, some things to watch for are persons behind the steering wheel that might initiate vehicle movement, wheels turned away from the curb towards your lane, brake lights or turn signals, or exhaust from tailpipes. If you see any of these items, make sure to give a little tap on your horn and make eye contact with the driver. When parking in a parking lot, park where backing is not required upon arrival or departure if possible. Backing is one of the leading causes of collisions. Changing environment and infrequent practice tend to result in these fender benders. More than 40% of collisions usually happen while backing. Limit your distractions and always back first whenever possible. The easiest way to prevent a backing accident is to not back in the first place. When backing, do not focus on one object, but use all skills learned in this training, such as checking a mirror every 5 to 8 seconds, and don't focus on one object for more than 2 seconds at a time. Use the 5 basic skills you have learned. Use your eyes, achieve a 360-degree circle of awareness around your vehicle, be on the lookout, have an escape plan, and communicate. Use your horn whenever you back. Remember, the easiest way to prevent a backing accident is to not back at all. If you cannot pull through park, always back upon arrival if possible to permit a clear forward departure. Remember, when you must back, Back no farther than you have to. Always honk before backing. Use goal, get out and look. Use a spotter whenever possible. And if you don't know, don't go. The law of the collision. Been in 3 minor collisions? Your next could be your major. In safety, it's a numbers game. Traditionally, those drivers who have had 3 minor collisions are prime that their next collision could be a serious one. Do you fall in this category? Use these 5 basic skills to create space for you and others, visibility of the area around you, and time to make decisions. The skills identified in this training will enable you to drive with less stress, wear and tear on your vehicle, and less cost out of your pocket. Use this newfound driving behavior not only in your company vehicle, but in your personal one as well. Thank you for participating in the Defensive Driver Training Program and learning about the 5 basic skills to prevent collisions. I hope you find this information useful and practical. Stay safe, and thanks for watching.